We usually have
We're live. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the administration office here at South City Community Schools. I'm Todd Strom, superintendent. Hopefully everybody had a nice evening and ready to enjoy a wonderful Friday and weekend. Would want to welcome our cabinet back to the live stream and want to start with Becky Eckhart and an update from the command center, I guess.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I have some updated numbers from the Emergency Operating Center and from Dakota County Health this morning. We are at 255 lab confirmed cases in the state of Nebraska. So far, the state of Nebraska is reporting 4,560 tested and 4,294 tested, but no virus detected. The death rate did rise since yesterday. We are up to 6 deaths in the state of Nebraska. Continue to have 0 lab confirmed cases in Dakota County. And as always, want to remind you to continue good social distancing, both today and through the weekend. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Becky. For those of you that are able to tune in last evening to the governor's town hall meeting, some of the same statistics were visited about there, but also reinforced the social distancing. As you're aware, you know, the announcement, the executive order from the governor that schools will not have students in them until May 31st or after. So our learning's still continuing, but students will not be allowed in the schools. And then just yesterday, in conjunction with the city and our health department, we're also aligning our practice with the directive to close parks and playgrounds in the community to help with that social distancing. So our parks and playgrounds across the community, including school district property, are closed. Trails will remain open for foot traffic and bikes and so on. So please enjoy those. The main one, as you may know, that goes across our school property is through Cardinal Park. So that trail is still open, and then the trails that go on our other schools. But please help. Help our great law enforcement is spread thin, you know, with their normal duties. And this is going to be a challenge, something that we all need to work together on to help enforce that, and just not so much enforce, but make sure that the youth of our community and also us adults know how important this is to maintain social distancing and not congregate in groups, even if it's for play and fun. So thank you for that. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Tracy and let her give us a curriculum update.
Good morning, everyone. First thing I want to say is, as always, I think the biggest priority for all of us right now has to be maintaining our connections with people. So teachers, I'm just very heartwarmed to see some of the examples of how you're reaching out to students and maintaining that contact. And I think that's probably the most important thing that we can all do for each other right now. So we miss you, we miss teachers, and we miss kids. So we need to be a little bit creative about how we maintain those connections with each other. So we are working on some type of a platform or venue for elementary teachers to collect, organize, and share content that they're working on with their students and really anybody who wants to access it. So much more to come on that. Let's see, high school, we're continuing to gather some data on how things are going at high school, both from students and teachers after now 1 week of online learning. With that, I will say, and this also applies to middle school as they gear up for beginning online learning next week, we are learning as we go, right along with students. The metaphor that gets used often is building the plane while we fly it, and that's pretty challenging, as all of us can attest to at this point. I'm incredibly proud of our staff and principals and how we have really moved mountains in this amount of time. It is absolutely staggering to think about the amount of work that's been done in the last couple of weeks. But with that, we also know we have some things to learn, and we are committed to doing that. So I'm glad to hear from some of you this morning that you're finding some useful things in the Google site that I shared, and I hope you'll continue to access those. And if some of those things don't meet your needs, please reach out to me. I feel like that's something that I can continue to do, is do some research for you, look for things that work well in an online learning environment, and I'm happy to do that. Middle school, again, planning on distributing laptops, Chromebooks to 6th graders early next week. So please be planning on picking one up if you're a 6th grader. Do you want to add anything to that, Drew?
Yeah, I'll just repeat the times again. So it'll be Monday from 10 to 2 in front of the middle school. Just drive through the parking lot and stay in your car, and we'll hand it through the window. And then we'll do the same thing again Tuesday from 3 to 6.
And as I think I mentioned a day or two ago, we're looking at putting together a quick survey for high school students. We're continuing to collect data from teachers, looking at are students checking in, are they doing that consistently? We'll be monitoring as teachers are entering grades in Power School and looking at work completion from students. And that's what we'll use to inform us about some adjustments we may need to make. We want it to work for everyone. We don't want people to be overwhelmed. We all have a lot to be worried about right now, so we don't want to add to that list, but we also want to do everything we can to keep kids moving forward in their education. So high school students, please look for some of those things to come out soon. And teachers, thank you so much for continuing to do all you're doing and helping us out by giving us some feedback data to tell us what we need to do to make it work better for more kids. Elementary, also, we are working on more longer-term planning right now. We'll do that in conjunction with the elementary principal team, and we'll get some more details and information out as we have it. With that, you also need to know that we need to plan for lots of different options, and those may be, over the next several months, even a year. So this is going to be a long-term impact for us, and we are trying to think through all the options and be as prepared as we can. So we'll involve everyone as much as we can and work with everyone as much as we can.
Yeah. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, just so everyone knows, the elementary principals are a vital part of this planning. We had just started yesterday with a daily update and interaction with the principal team. That communication piece is huge, and so we're trying to make contact with each group, and we'll continue to enhance that. So very much appreciate that. Speaking of our great teachers, a thank you to the Beckiuses, Chad and Lisa, for the nice surprise that was here at the district office of the Jitters Donuts this morning. Thank you very much. Always a good way to start our Friday, so thank you. Moving into our next agenda item would be facilities update from Doyle. So I'd ask Doyle to come forward, just give us an update on the week and what's happening in the future.
Good morning, everybody. At the high school, the North Wing halls are done and both gyms are done. The high school counseling area has been painted and the furniture is moved back. Keene, Maribel, and Devon are on the west side of the pod areas, stripping hallways. Sophia and the evening shift are cleaning classrooms. The painters are in the high school mini dome painting the handrails. At Covington, Sarah is working on the first floor classrooms. The gym is scheduled to paint next week. And the second floor hallway is getting scrubbed and prepped for waxing. Cardinal, Landon, and Teresa are working on classrooms in the west wing. Dakota City, Monica is cleaning carpets. Harney, Nancy and Mr. Thatch are stripping and waxing halls. EM Sweat, Lisa is cleaning classrooms and carpets. Lewis and Clark, Teresa is cleaning carpets and classrooms. The portables have been disinfected. Middle school, Ginger, Vicky, and Debbie are working on classrooms. Susie and Cody, middle school night crew, are cleaning classrooms, and the portables have been disinfected. That's it.
You sound pretty busy. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. So a lot of work going on. The cleaning crew and maintenance crew can make a lot of headway when there are not bodies in the building, so they're able to get done some of those jobs that they've been waiting a while to do. So thank you, Doyle and your crew, for that. We don't have any other agenda items right now, but have there been any questions pop up on chat, Lance?
Nope.
Okay, all right. Well, everyone have a great weekend. Fantastic Friday. We will keep our communications coming. Some great things going on. Thank you to all the teachers for what you're doing as far as curriculum delivery. We're all in different parts, whether you're a high school, middle school, elementary, or other staff across the district. We're all in different stages, but we're all moving forward, providing learning for our students. I guess the message continues. The facilities might be closed, but school is still in session. And thank you, kids, parents, and educators for all you're doing right now to move forward during this time. So have a great Friday and a happy weekend.